The Origins of Life, Chi Creation, Part 13. Alright, so we've finished the download folder. Well, most of it. There's a couple of bits I might add on later and stuff, but this folder, what I'm doing is I collected it after I'd done my first series. So like I said, this series being called Chi Creation, after the tree evolution, all that kind of idea and stuff like. Obviously, evolution is the wrong word and stuff like that. So tree creation and seed creation, and then mixing it together for chi creation and all that kind of stuff. Well, chi comes first, doesn't it? It kind of uses the ocean, and then the ocean kind of creates the patterns, and then it kind of releases it through the plants and so on and all that kind of thing. So here we can see like that wave, can't we? Which we said, we pointed it out, like the whale's tail fin and all that kind of thing. But what else we've got? We've got like the tunnel wave catching all the sunlight, so that's why it's yellow. It's underneath that part that's coming over. That'll form, you know what I mean, like that empty space, the negative area. That'll fill in, won't it? You know what I mean? And that's what that becomes. So this is like further down, you know what I mean? Because like part of it's already turned over, and then, you know what I mean, this is the part which hasn't turned over yet. It's on its way though. So it'll fill up, you know what I mean, and it'll become like that, which is another chakra, you know what I mean. So how the chakra is the chi creation in that kind of sense. And then you got all your white froth underneath the eye as well. So like the tunnel of a wave, and then the mouth, and breathing, you know what I mean, without froth and stuff. So we can see like the antlers. I mean, they look like tree branches, don't they? But at the same time, they're like the same as the antlers. So you can see how the wave shapes, like the inside part of a wave, which gets filled up and it makes a horn shape. It's got the smile. We've all got the smile, you know what I mean? So you know how it's tree-like, but at the same time, it's got that market ocean as well. You got it again. There's quite a few different ones in there, but that's like a stag deer, isn't it? You know what I mean? And then also like the branches and all that kind of stuff. It almost looks evil, you know what I mean, because of like the propaganda of like horns and stuff kind of thing. Yet how abundant it is in nature. So I don't think, you know, that's not an evil creature because it's got horns. You know what I mean? These are like God's markings, because you can see the wave patterns and stuff kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or like the teeth at wave, all that kind of thing. It's gonna like, it's mimicked the roll at wave into teeth. You know what I mean? It's mixed that information up to create that kind of pattern. We spoke about how the water can form to create like the shape of trees and stuff kind of thing. So like the base of a tree, and depending on how much power it can lift up and all these kind of things and stuff. So then when we've got this, see, it rolls, and it's got a roll, so like the wave rolls, isn't it? And before the wave, the next wave is coming up. It's like got the wall of a wave there. It wants to curl over as more momentum and flow and all that kind of stuff it would do and stuff like. But it's left it to there, and that's like the back of its head. Or is that its head? It's difficult to tell. I think that might be its head there. Yeah, they mix them up, don't they, so they look confusing. You get your yin yangs, or your oceans, and the circular view you get out your tunnel. We mentioned that last one as well. And rather than stars, it's like surface of ocean when the sun's glinting off at all peaks and troughs and stuff kind of thing. You look into the distance like a horizontal kind of view, and that kind of thing. You got horizontal lines there as well. So again, another cactus-like one. You know, with little flowers coming up at top. Orange as well, like that, because of the sunlight, that burst of energy which came out of that tunnel of a wave, which kind of creates these chakra formations, and then the life that shoots out of it, like the flower, you know, that gives life, doesn't it? So, you know, the connection to where we came from in that kind of sense. Green for water, you know what I mean, shallow water and edge and shore and stuff. Yeah, that's deeper where blue is. You look under there, you got like a wall at wave, and then you see all white. It's not white, but like the green part of caterpillar, you got all these white frothy patterns, and then you got your wall at wave, and then you got more frothy patterns, and your chakras are coming out of this froth. So that'd be another wall at wave, and then you got all your froth there, a wall, and then your froth. So everything's bursting out of it. Bursting with life. You see all little orange bits. So again, like the shapes, S shape and all that kind of thing. And these waves, how they kind of create this pattern, it makes it look like it's coiling, like a corkscrew, and especially like here. And then it goes to that point. So that's that point which comes out of the wave. So the corkscrew towards it in that kind of way. And again, green. And also you got your. Let's look at detail on that. It looks Mayan or Assyrian. You know what I mean? That kind of old age style and stuff. Like symbolic. So here we've got it. Very tree-like. You know what I mean? It's. If you just saw that part of it, you know what I mean? You wouldn't know, would you? It does look like a plant. You see water bursting in that kind of sense. Again, I like chakra points, so this is where all water would spurt out and stuff kind of thing. With the video when the wave rolls and when all the water shoots out, it's the same as that. You got the vortex at chakra, and then the energy which is transferred through it. I've twisted it. So again, plant-like again. It's all details. Roll at wave. As it goes along, it leaves lines behind it. Each line in itself is a wave again. So it's like that macro refractal universe, fractal universe example how it kind of repeats in that way. It's like the same information but a micro version next to a macro. So again, tree-like. You get the colour of all sunlight into that wave, and then all water going outwards. That's what's splashing. Wall at wave, all froth coming over. Not wall-up wave, but returned wave. So that's where it's all the froth at wave and stuff. You can see the shape at wave. It's barreling, so it's gonna create its whiteness. And you got the cat's eye wave shape. Yeah, as it closes, it kind of creates that shape. So sometimes it'll close circular, sometimes it closes more flat-like. White whip froth, all bursting direction stuff, all time lots of water when it sprays. Again, looking like a cactus. It shows us what cactuses are. You know what I mean? Because you can see the wave point of it. You know what I mean? Like that horn shape and stuff. Like curls and all that kind of thing. It's really gone to town on froth effect. So how we do that and stuff. So how it mimics that nature. And then all your branches which come out. So you can see for trees how the trees kind of get this pattern. I'll spray again. I think the black bits are like a tunnel up wave maybe, like the eye and all that kind of thing, but there's not really enough detail there to see. And you get more forest on its back. You have a wave going all along its side, going over its face, or where its eyes would be, or where is at the tail end. I think that's front. You got your individual chakras coming out outside, so you can see horn shape, all that kind of stuff, and the splash as well. You get the splashing up feet as well. It's kind of small. Where's front? You can see all the spines anyway. All these patterns and stuff. It looks like a skull, but it's again more tree-like. It's all glistening water in the ocean. And so that fractal aspect with all waves, how it repeats. It's like how time is relevant on the shell shapes, like the spiral and all these kind of things on a snail shell. And some of the time lots of the splashing, all that kind of stuff. Again with sun, how it repeats that. And you see in a chakra shape, you get a lot of plants in that kind of pattern, don't you, and stuff like flowers and dandelions maybe. Another one for forest. heavily forested. Sun, so caterpillars, the tunnel at wave as well. So that's just a repeat of each individual branch. You know what I mean? Itself kind of thing. It's another caterpillar, looking like a leaf, like a plant. There's another shot of one of them. How intricate it is, kind of thing. For it to be, what it is. I like the argument of they look like that because they're camouflaged, when it's kind of like plants get eaten as well, don't they? So that's not really the best camouflage in a way. So we've got sea horses. And how plant-like they are. You know what I mean? Like with all leaves and all that kind of stuff. To say that that's camouflage, and really it came from a monkey. This used to be a monkey. How come monkeys haven't got leaves all over them? You know what I mean? If they get the first kind of say on evolution. But again, so how it shoots off, how it grows in that way. It's too plant-like. And then all these cymatics for your wave, so you can see all your wave, how it connects and forms like that, like these parts coming off. And parts coming off as well. It's like only small, but I mean, you've obviously got these as well, but like off its head. So like, obviously, like leaves and all these kind of things. And we've got like a tunnel of its mouth. Like a tunnel for a mouth is probably like more an appropriate mouth. You know what I mean? And you kind of think of the shape of the ocean when it makes the waves and all these kind of things and stuff like. It depends which way you take it, because it's like the roll of a wave coming towards you, or looking through the tunnel of the wave. So like as it goes sideways past you. And because that's a vortex, so it can suck in and out, you know what I mean? It can blow the water out, all that kind of stuff. Like, whereas we use the front of a wave for our teeth. More plant-like. And compare it to coral as well. It's got sea slugs that look flower-like. We looked at some sea slugs on a previous episode, and how they were like photo. Oh, hang on. We used photosynthesis as part of their like. It's how they live anyway. I'm going to say I like how they breathe, but photosynthesis producing oxygen, or do they produce their own oxygen and use that, or what, and stuff kind of thing. It's like a detail which is kind of like beyond the moment and stuff like. You've seen edge wave there with the trim of it and stuff kind of thing, so that's like a roll-up wave. A tunnel wave with sunlight in it, or just sunlight catching, you know what I mean? Or the view of the sun from underwater. All of those are like waves. You see them like on seashells. And then you see this like in flowers as well. It creates its horn shapes. So your jellyfish, as it does all these curls, will look like rosebuds at a glance. You know what I mean? Because like they're not like fully consistent in terms of like being the perfect spiral. Say it's like an off spiral, and when you look at a rose, it's you know you can't look at it all at once, like in between the layers and stuff like that, and follow where the spiral goes. The petals covered it up, so you get a funneled shape to it, a triangular shape. So anyway, a pear shape, you know what I mean? But you know it kind of flows and stuff, kind of thing. So I mean you can see anyway, like you know, kind of look rosebudish and stuff, kind of thing, like. And again, the connection between that, like a mushroom, and the intelligence of the design and what mushrooms have to offer for us brains and stuff, kind of thing. Like magic mushrooms being tested for brain damage and all these kind of things, and it having success rates and stuff like so. I see like tree branches. It's another thing about these, like weight being an octopus and hang on. Octopus or jellyfish. We octopuses, we describe them to come from another world. They've travelled through space, the germs and or eggs and stuff kind of thing on an asteroid and come to Earth, and because there's no other explanation, you know what I mean? They can't fit it in the evolution story apparently. So we come up with ideas like that. Yeah, you see the wave, you can see it all. You know what I mean? Right? There's no way that you don't only see the wave, you see the tree. You know what I mean? We spoke about the tree with the octopus, how it kind of like how it sits, and it's kind of like a tree stump. You know what I mean? With all its how its legs come out as roots. So yeah, a jellyfish. I'd like a bush or a tree. See, like stick-like branches. Yeah, it intersects like that. And then how it grips. So it's like grapevines, they can grip, you know what I mean? People can grip. So like, you know, how that information it's still there. It's like I kind of think that probably everything that's living is probably extremely intelligent, and we just don't realize how intelligent we are. If we even realize that it has intelligence, like a grapevine, you know what I mean? Do are grapes intelligent? Yeah, we might not be able to read and all these kind of things and stuff like that kind of thing, but there might be another aspect to intelligence. Like, you know what I mean, your spirit and your conscience sits in your heart, not your brain, you know what I mean, and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, so, um, the ultimate aspect of a heart is the torus field. So, within that torus field, all the psychic potentials there, you know what I mean, and plants are pure, you know what I mean, they're not like taking drugs and getting wasted every weekend and all these kind of things and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, so, um, you know what I mean? That they are sacred, you know what I mean? We're sacred as well, everything from nature is. But it's kind of like realizing the potency of what's out there in that kind of sense, you know, for other life and stuff. And like I said, with plants, they're probably very psychically communicated, you know what I mean? And with that, also with like source, you know what I mean, and stuff. So they've got like the most highest attention in that way. So I can, you know what I mean? It's all there. And all your thick areas and then all your thin areas and stuff. You'd think it were ready for a bonfire if it went underwater. Um, like a pile of wood. It's quite cool though. I think it's the same thing but young. It actually just looks like a plant. You'll think that were a jellyfish. You know, at first glance anyway. You know, if you saw it moving and all that kind of stuff, then maybe. But well, a lot of this stuff, when we were on Dudes and we're doing it and stuff, and we were kind of like going through a lot of things and stuff like, so like looking for things. So you got like the vegetable lamb, like the lamb which kind of grows from the plant. It's got an umbilical cord. You see things growing, like the lambs growing in a bud and all these kind of things. So it was more of a normal idea in the past. I can see it on my phone better. I don't know. Vegetable lamb. The vegetable lamb was prized for its soft, warm coat. When ripe, the small, woolly lamb would emerge from a pod to graze on on vegetation that surrounded the main stalk of the plant. However, the lambs attached to the pods by by one by one stem, and once there was no longer any food within reach, the creatures would starve. Uh, it's got green lambs, like they've got a green face. Um, so, as a starting point, this is how they could have started. You know what I mean? It could have been, you know, sheep would grow from plants like that. Just like everything else, you know what I mean? Like humans or whatever and stuff like. Um, it was, you know, I don't know where this has come from. I can't remember. Like it's whether it's like an official thing or not. I wouldn't imagine it's being called as such, but um, but there were more that we saw of that type of thing. Um, so I'll have another look and see if I can find more and stuff like, and see what, you know, as official as possible and all that kind of thing. So you got seeds, not seeds. eggs for like butterflies and all these kind of things. You get all the peaks and troughs of the water, all the splash effect and all these kind of things. There's like a flower in the centre, or a pattern anyway. The droplets of water splashing. And another one. It's got a flower on the top as well. It shows you that sacred kind of pattern. And the more round for the torus field shape. But I've run out of minutes, so I'll end it here and I'll catch you all later. Thank you. See you in a bit.